say who we are.
Who are we?
I'm Joan, that's Robert, that's Molly.
Hello.
We are Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, and Sewing Machines Express. The websites are quiltershq.com, windmillsewingcenter.com, and QHQ2.com. And we're road warriors this year for sure. So we're on the road, literally on the road, because we're moving at the end of April. So that'll be fun. So I have a couple of show and tells of my own. So I finished this quilt. So I showed it to you last week. We had the log portion of it made. We had this made. But then there's the little stars. Isn't this cute? This is out of the 4-inch AccuQuilt Go Cube and the 1-inch strip die. And I should have a pattern for that soon. But really easy to make. This one measures 48 by 48. And so not really big, goes together quick. And a lot of fun. Very easy to make. And then the other one, so since I had just finished a project, I thought, you know, I've got some UFOs. So I dug this out.
Will kits be available for that, or what are you thinking of doing on that quilt?
Well, don't hold me to it, but I'm actually thinking that this is going to be our shop hop kit quilt.
Okay.
So we can kit this out, and this is something that somebody, and it's appropriate for the time. Memorial Day is coming up. 4th of July will be coming up. So that's my interpretation. So I named it Land I Love. So this, I don't know if you were with us, but we did the strip tube ruler a little while back, and you can make these blocks out of it. I went all in on this. I made 99 of these blocks. It's a lot, but it goes really super fast. So
Peggy said, let's see.
Yeah.
Are you opening a new store or moving to Olathe? Paula.
We are moving to Olathe.
The Quilter store is moving to Olathe.
Yep. Quilters HQ is moving.
Windmill's not going anywhere.
And so I really like how these are getting put together, and I'll just kind of hold it up a little bit so you don't have to see all of it, because it's going to be a very big quilt. I know I said I was making smaller quilts, but I started laying all these blocks out, and then it just occurred to me it doesn't matter, because so some of these blocks are symmetrical, like this one is a symmetrical block, and then this one is not. Doesn't matter how you lay these out, as long as you're using like matching fabrics, and this is all out of one collection, that this will go together. So fun. We should do another demo on the strip tube ruler, because the only thing I don't like is you're sewing on the bias. But if you use the acorn pressing starch, doesn't matter. So maybe, probably not by next week, but possibly soon, I will have this completed to show off. And I'm not going to quilt this one. I'm going to bring it in here to have it quilted, because this is going to be 88 by 101. Really big quilt. So we might hang this up in the new store. So be sure and like and share. Do all the things with the buttons.
Hi, Darlene.
Follow, subscribe, all of that good stuff.
Smash up the like button.
And be sure and comment, say hello, say something, because we have a giveaway every week. And if you shop with us tonight, and you haven't shopped with us before, you need to go to quiltershq.com and register for Make It Sew. If you purchase anything, we will email you an invoice with a clickable button. You can pay for it right there with PayPal or credit card, and then we'll ship it off to you, or you can come pick it up in the store.
Hi, Karen. How are you tonight?
So let's get started with our block. Let me slide this over. I've already done my pre-cutting. Kit cost is 669, or it might be 769. I don't remember. I think it's 669. So you'll have, it's a 2-color block, so we're only working with the 2 colors, but we are working with 4 of our cube dies. So let's just get started. I don't think we've done this one before. So we need 16 patches total, and this is out of the 5.5 inch. So you have 11 inches in your kit. You'll cut it into 2 5.5 inch strips. I've already done that with this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started.
Hi, Ellie. How are you?
And we need 16 patches total for this one. There it is. Lost my map. So there's 12 and 16. Okay, there are those pieces. Then the next one we need out of this color is die number 10, which is the signature block. And we need 8 of these. Let's start with this piece. And there's 6. Let me just make sure, because I haven't drawn on this one yet. A little more. So there's 6, and just need 2 more. So comment and tell us if you would make a whole quilt using this block, because I'm thinking I'm going to. Just a 2-color quilt. You could use blue and white or red and white. Red and white's my favorite. And I have lots of red fabric at home, but not a lot of blue.
Oh, were you going through your stash?
I was. When I did that, I pulled out all of my red fabrics and all of my cream fabrics, and they're already still out, so kind of makes it an easy choice. Yeah. Okay, so the that one's done, that one's done. And then I grabbed the wrong die. We grabbed die number 15. We need 16 patches of this one, which is your smaller strip. You'll have a 9.5 inch piece of fabric for that one, and you're going to cut it into 5.5 and 4 inches. So we need 16 of these. So again, I'm just going to fan fold over this die. Can only do 6 layers. I wish you could do more, but there's 12. It magically came floating over. It's a kite. So he was giving it to me like this. So
and
there's
she
12.
Said, go fly a kite.
Go fly a kite. And then one more layer to get to the 16. Let me know if you would make the quilt behind me too, if you're interested in the pattern. So this one is a little bit different, so it kind of has this weird shape, so you really don't want to fan fold this one. So we still want to make sure that we are keeping our straight edges on the outside of this block. We want all of our bias to be here. And so we need 8 of these, so I'm just going to do 1 layer at a time, kind of lining up with my die. Actually, we could do 2, and I'll show you how to cut with this die. Okay, so there's 4 of our 8 pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up our fabric, and then we're actually just going to turn our die around. So start it out. So you can see my shape was this way. We're actually going to rotate it like this, put our fabric back down, and I'll go ahead and cut this so you can see why we do this.
What size is the flag quilt?
48 by 48. So not huge. There's our other 4 pieces. So when you're cutting these, you want to rotate your blocks so that you're preserving most of your fabric. And so then I've got this big piece left over that I can do something else with. And that is all of our cutting. So we're only going to do 1/4 of this block, so we need 2 of these. 4 of these, 2 of these, and 4 of these. I'm going to take all of these and do these first. I don't have my magnetic guide. It's on the J150.
Magnetic guide coming up.
I don't know if I can do it without it. I might be able to. So with these blocks, you kind of want to lay it out, because I've done it myself, where I've actually sewed these together like this, but you want to make sure that this is the corner piece that you're doing right here. Doing it this way gives you kind of a wonky rectangle, kind of weird. It's bad. Okay, let's get this set right on that 1/4. Right there. And I love how perfectly these line up when you're using this shape. So, like, these are shapes that you would kind of shy away from a little bit, rotary cutting. If you are rotary cutting, the rotary cutting templates are in the pattern for these shapes.
Do you have a picture of the finished quilt that you're making, the block of the week?
I believe so. Is it not on the website? It might not be.
Well, Michigan Gal, we'll see if we can put it up there.
Yeah.
If it's not, it might be on the website.
Okay, let's do these. Does anyone pin their pieces? Give us a thumbs up and let me know if you pin before you sew.
Picture of the block.
Show the back so that you can see the rotary cutting pieces. Uh-oh. I might have enough to do this piece.
Thread shortage?
I don't know if it broke or if there was a knot in the thread, but...
How much are the 4-inch cube sets? Most of the time. Beverly said she'd like to make the quilt.
Oh, there's what happened.
Carla said, depends on the block, but most of the time, no.
What was the question?
Well, you asked the question.
Okay, pinning.
Yes. Hi, Jody. Beverly likes the precision blue.
Okay.
Is there a color you like to piece?
For my thread?
Yeah.
I like color 2615. It is kind of a silvery gray. I use it for everything, including black and white. Using it tonight.
What color is it? 26 what?
2615. It's an airfill thread. Let's cut that tail off. Let's piece our other half of our signature block. So as I was piecing that, that really dark navy that's on there, I had several pieces that I had sewn upside down and got to have some time with my seam ripper. And I was like, how does that happen? I don't, just sewing along, I did like 4 pieces the wrong way. And I was tempted to leave it, but when I laid it out like as the one big row, because you sew it in one long row, it was really obvious. So, and since we are going to pattern this one, I decided I should take it out. Now these I need to press. My iron is hot, so let me press these open before we piece the other half of it. I think my presser foot pressure may be a little bit high on my machine, because you see this right down here at the end where, well, it might be easier to see. See how my pieces are a little bit bigger? So that means my top presser foot pressure is too high. So I'm going to back that off just a little bit before I piece these pieces. And it won't matter too much down here at the point. And last one.
The name of which dies did you use? 15. I think it's on the sheet.
Yep, it's actually on the pattern. I'm gonna iron these.
The download link for the pattern. Yeah, it's die number 10, number 15, number 5, and number 14 out of the 8-inch cube. And you can download the pattern on the website. Molly's going to put a link out there. Hey, Carol, how are you? Hi, Debbie. Welcome to the show.
So the pattern is free while we're doing the sew along, and we'll probably leave it up there a couple of weeks after, but you do want to make sure and get the pattern while it's free, because eventually we will take it down and sell the pattern. And this is how that block goes together. So you need to create 4 of these units. So I'm just going to sew these together really quick. This is going together so easy. That makes it a really easy choice for me to go, okay, yeah, I could make a whole quilt using this block. Gonna piece these. And then we'll give it a quick press so you can see what 1/4 of this block looks like.
Lots of people interested.
Well, if you grab the rest of them, we'll go through. I've been sewing, doing catch up, because
I mean, interested in making that?
yeah. Right next to your elbow.
About that?
Oh, we do have some people interested in making it? Great.
Yeah, lots.
Just a quick press, and then we'll hold this up and so there's 1/4 of your block. This is so easy. If you wanted to make a whole quilt using this block, you saw how quickly we cut out 4 of them. So you could just cut your strips using the cutting method. Figure out it's a 16-inch block, so you don't need a whole lot of blocks to go together to make a nice size bed quilt.
I like that.
I do too, and this is a cool.
It's cool.
It's a cool block.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just do a quick flip through for some of the blocks that we have already done.
This is for the block of the week.
This is for the one that we're doing right now, the block of the week. I love bow ties. They're so much fun. Flying geese. So these are very traditional blocks, baskets. We haven't done this one. I think I sewed ahead on this one. We haven't done this one yet either, and we haven't done this one. So I'm cheating a little bit. But yeah, it'll be a very pretty quilt. And this is from Linda Hagen, I think, brought her blocks in like this. And I'm like, what a brilliant idea. So